Shannon.
Isn't available right now. Please leave a message after the tone.
You know how they say the average person sleeps a third of their lifetime? Not me. Once my brain's been running for more than 30 seconds, my whole body is awake. But of course, I'm not average. I'm an INTJ and I'm better than everyone else. I'm just kidding, but seriously, it's time to get out of bed. Today is a day off and I also have the house to myself, so as soon as I hear everyone leave, I get up and make the bed. And I'd love to say that I'm a firm believer in that making a bed first thing in the morning boosts productivity, but I just do it out of habit. And I hate mess. Having good skin is important to me, and like with most areas of my life, if I can control it, you bet that I will. I have the exact same thing for breakfast almost every single day, and that is butter sliced thick like cheese on bread. It sounds super boring, but it's tasty and I don't have to think too much about it. The secret lies in slicing the butter really thick like cheese. Just trust me on this one. We buy this weirdly long loaf of bread, so that's why the butter's only on half of it, so I can fold it and eat it like a sandwich. And I love a good coffee, but I really can't be bothered with anything else besides instant in the mornings. I usually watch TV while I eat breakfast, but before I start eating, I always spend some time reading the Bible. And I recently bought the Dewey Reams print, so I'm rereading the Bible again with those missing 7 books. Lately, I've been watching the Bags Packed family on YouTube, which is kind of random, but I've been enjoying their travels. After breakfast, I do my workout, which is the same workout I've been doing for years. I can't be bothered to sift through thousands of different exercises to find something effective. I already know this one works for me, so I see no point in changing anything. It might seem boring, but I find this workout effective while not being too difficult, and there are no burpees involved, which is pretty much what I look for in an everyday exercise routine. And now it's time to jump on the computer and either do some work, do some study, or browse the rabbit hole that is the internet. Right now I'm brushing up on my Thai, and it's true what they say. You either use it or lose it, and since I haven't been back to Thailand in 6 years, I think, my Thai is pretty bad. After I've been on the computer for a few hours, I'll have lunch, if I remember. And today it's katom, a Thai rice soup with different toppings. And in this case, an uncooked egg. And I have this really bad habit of sitting on the sofa and eating lunch. Usually it's The Office. I think this is my 20th time watching it. And then it's back to studying. What can I say? I'm a creature of habit, as much as I don't like to admit it. And after deciding whether or not I could be bothered to throw these flowers out, I decided I would just take the dogs for a walk instead. We live on a big property, which is great for me since I love walking so much. And I've never seen the dogs stand so still for so long. I almost thought something was wrong with them. Sometimes I will sit here and look at the view, but not always, because once I'm still, my mind starts running, and it can get exhausting to be alone in my thoughts any more than I have to be.
I can't be alone anymore. Andy, do you like being alone with me right now?
No, this is horrifying.
No, I don't like being alone with me either.
I'm at that point where even my quick decisions require a committee meeting and a PowerPoint presentation. When I get back from my walk, it's time to clean up the mess everyone else made, just so I can have some sort of order for the short time I have by myself. And now it's time for the best part of the afternoon, second coffee. And no, I don't measure out my coffee. I just pour it straight into my mug because there's no point in creating more mess for me to clean up, and the water mixes the coffee anyway. While having my coffee, I sat here for a bit deliberating on whether or not I should message a friend to catch up. In the end, I decided I had neither the mental capacity to listen to recaps about their favorite reality shows or energy to listen to their easily solvable problems, so I went back to work. Which sounds kind of horrible, but sometimes you've just got to prioritize your own sanity over listening to Love Island drama. Something I've gotten into lately, thanks to TikTok, is coloring in. It seems boring, but it allows me to be passively active. I find that I'm occupied just enough that my brain can slow down for a little while. And I wanted to start coloring in a new page, but I saw that I hadn't finished this one, so obviously I had to go back and finish it. And it's not my favorite one that I've done so far, but it'll do. And then I took the dogs for another walk. They're always so preoccupied with this pile of logs. And since no one's home today, it was the perfect opportunity to practice violin, which I think is a very INTJ thing. Violin is the thing that I've done the longest in my life. I've been learning since I was 4, but since my teacher left to go traveling last year, I haven't really practiced that much since my last exam. And you can probably tell because it honestly sounds pretty shocking to me. But anyway, I'll let you listen to some terrible violin for a few minutes. And surprise, surprise, I'm taking the dogs for another walk. This is a longer walk though, and this is the walk that the dogs look forward to all day. I look forward to this walk all day too. When I get home, I will usually give my ducks some fresh water and hang out with them for a bit. And usually by dinner time, everyone's home, so the house gets noisy again, and all I want to do is make my chia cranberry drink and sit on the couch and plan. I'll usually just write down a few tasks that I have to get done the next day, and then I'll flip to the habit tracker in my planner and mark down whether or not I did the habits I've been tracking. And if we're going to be honest, I'm not doing too well lately. I've skipped a bunch of days practicing violin and practicing Thai, so now I need a habit tracker for my habit tracker. And that is pretty much the day of this INTJ who was lucky enough to get the house to herself on her day off.